Hey everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. We're back working for Dirt Perfect today. If you look real close, he's got the Volvo in the background. He's running some field tiles for Farmer Chris. We are gonna be running the Mac. I drove his truck out here. We're gonna go out and get the 850 dozer from that clearing job we just did, that Mike just did. We're gonna haul it back here and then load up the 120 and haul the 120 out. Mike said he's fairly confident we can get back across this bridge with the 850 on there. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's get the deck cleaned off. Let's get everything folded up. Let's hit the road. There's the 850 we're coming after. I tried to set myself up for success here. You saw me jimmy around a little bit. We've got to go right to get back out of here. And she's pretty narrow. I need everything I can, so I tried to get my trailer shoved over that way. Gave myself a head start on that side anyway. I don't know if it'll work. Who knows? It is windy today, but beautiful. Look at the blue skies. Hopefully she starts up for us. Make sure we get her up and running first, and then we'll get those tracks cleaned up. Let's see here. Looks real good. This dozer takes 6 chains total. 6 chains, 6 binders. everything snugged up and on, and then we'll go around and tighten it down. One, two, 3, 4, track, blade, track, blade. Tracks on the back. Looks good. She's ready to roll. Blade's centered up really well. Even if the machine's off just a little bit, which the machine's actually sitting pretty centered too, you can pull that blade one way or the other with the binders. But it's centered up really well. Flags, signed flags, deck swept. Magnetic flags on the widest point. Flags on the front. Oh yeah. Now let's see if we can make it out of here without getting stuck or tearing anything up. Looks like he's went through there before. Perfect had the tracks ready for me to go. That's pretty sweet. How's this side look? Oh, not bad at all. We'll get it on there and sweep off the loose stuff. I guess the plan is we're gonna get this hauled back to the lot this evening, get the truck topped off with fuel, and in the morning we're gonna head out to Evansville and take this into Herb Equipment. Maybe we'll get a drive around the lot, see some shiny new stuff. It is a new morning, a little drizzly this morning. There goes a spank new Kubota. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Spank new 97-2 headed down the road. Hope Equipment. Pretty sweet looking rig. Anyway, let's see if we can get this thing all fired up this morning. Check everything out. We're gonna double check all the tires this morning since we got a little bit of a trip ahead of us. Probably gonna take the interstate. Hubs all look good. We'll check the other ones too, obviously. There we go. There we got her. You guys get the idea, right? We're doing tires. With that locked on there, I can go around and double check my chains. Everything should still be tight from yesterday. Looks good. Chains are good. That tire is getting filled up. We gotta get the other tires checked. Later today, I'm supposed to haul the skid steer. So instead of just standing around staring at a tire, let's make the most of it. Get ourselves set up for later in the day. Check this real quick. 100. Take it. Inside one's just a touch low. While we're waiting for that one, let's see if we can get the skid steer over here. Can't beat having an air hose reel on the truck. It's just handy. I've seen other guys that have an air hose and they'll put a glad hand on one side and you can hook the glad hand into your brake supply and use that for air. That's pretty slick too. Did have to stock up real quick. I've got my tool bag. It's like my get home bag. It's just got random stuff in it in case something goes wrong with the truck. And you always borrow stuff out, forget to put it back. So I got some more electrical tape, utility knife, vice grips, zip ties. I always borrow tools out, forget to put them back, and I figure since we're going to Evansville, Probably ought to restock real quick. So the route to where we're going is nothing but interstate. It's pretty boring. Not a lot of scenery along the way. So I'll just meet you guys. Where we're dropping this off at. How's that sound? Sound like a plan? Anybody coming? Are we clear? What you guys got on the right side? We're clear. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, this would have been a bad one to pull out in front of. Yep. Definitely wouldn't have wanted to done that. That'd have been a bad way to start today. Okay, here we go. This is a new place for them. They moved. I don't know where all their... Well, there's a door. I suppose we'll go in there and ask them. I don't know if I've even mentioned why we're here. The auto throttle keeps messing up for whatever reason. Whenever the machine gets warm, the auto throttle throttles down, and that's no good. But he's changed the computer, stepper motor. He's got a switch right there too, and he's chased some of the wiring down himself. And he thought he had it fixed, but this time of year he just doesn't have the time to chase that kind of electrical problem down. So he's gonna drop it off at Herb Equipment and give them a chance, see if they can get her fixed. We'll leave them with a half a Pepsi. See if we can get this thing off here. See if I can't swing her around and sweep everything off in their grass. I need to sweep my deck, but I don't want to put it in their gravel. So real quick, somebody was asking about the numbers on the side of the excavators and the size of the machine. Let's talk about it real fast here. So this is a 120. The 120, ignore the zero, it's a 12 metric ton machine. Now of course the operating weight might be different depending on what you have on it and the setup you have, but it gives you a general idea. The 85 is going to be an 8.5, and that should be similar to the Hyundai 85, roughly on that size frame. Hyundai, Volvo, and John Deere all use the same, pretty close to the same numbers. So you should be able to kind of across the brands figure out what size machine you're looking at. Then when you get over here, you got yourself a 350. Oh, daggone, was I running this thing? I might have been. you got yourself a 350, so cover up the zero. 35 metric ton machine. Pretty good sized machine, honestly. 345, maybe 34 and a half, I don't know. That would be my guess. 160, 16. You guys get it. You just take the third number off, or put a decimal point between the first two numbers and the third number, and that's kind of the size of the machine you got. There's a 470 over there, right there. There's a 470, so that's a 47 metric ton machine. That's a big machine. That's what I need on the pond job. If I could talk him into a free week of equipment rental, you know? Dig a heck of a pond with that, couldn't you? We've got to go drop some other parts off. I'm gonna run past the farm supply store. I gotta pick some stuff up for myself. And then we'll get back and get that skid steer hauled. I guess I have a small little job to do with that skid steer real quick. So that took entirely too long. Apparently, we've got our 10 bolts here, or $8 worth of bolts. Apparently, they don't do over-the-counter sales anymore with cash or card. You have to have an account. The only way to get something from Wayne Supply here on Lynch Road is to have an account. So, well, I mean, Mike's got an account now. I guess we got that going for us. But why are we making the world so daggone complicated? Why can't I just buy $8 worth of bolts with some cash? I don't know. I gotta figure out how to get out of here because it's not that way. I'll meet you guys at the farm store. I gotta get some stuff for the house. Didn't want to overload the tractor axles, so we just put all the weight on the trailer axles here. Plenty of hold down. You know, a feller gets made fun of whenever he takes his Subaru to go get 16-foot boards, and then a feller gets made fun of whenever he takes a semi to get 8-foot long posts. Moral of the story is, a fella just can't win sometimes, but that's okay. Got everything topped off with fuel, and that a freight truck showed up. Apparently Mike had something coming in. Perfect time. Perfect timing. throw the forks on here real quick and see what we've got. Well, I don't know if I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to see what we have. I don't know if I get to show you guys or not yet. You guys said he needed one. Well, he got one. I'm definitely not allowed to show you that. Nope, not yet. So we made it in here. We're doing something down there, I think. I don't know exactly what we're doing. I need to get better at... Mike starts talking and I go somewhere and then he says, you got it? And I say, yep. And then I load it up and go. And then I get here and I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing, but we'll figure it out. A long time ago, I made a little video here whenever I was doing very short videos and just started out in YouTube. If you want to check that out, info card, maybe, if I remember. So I guess the only thing we're doing is just putting this pile of ashes and stuff on top of the stumps. That's it. He uses that as a backstop when he shoots. He wants to move all that stuff on there so he can kind of get some, what's the word, like growing things. Plants, yep, to kind of fill in and hold everything in place for his backstop. So that's all we're doing. It literally took more to get the skid steer here than it will to get the skid steer to do the job. Honestly, the best thing to do with a little job like this is probably just, there you go, easy peasy. We just took all the dirt and ashes from right there, put them in there. I did scrape up just a little bit to throw on there and kind of wheel tracked it in, track pack, whatever you want to call it, that bottom side. All in all, I think that'll be just fine. I'm ready to get this thing loaded up and get it up to the house because we've got a fun project up there. I put it all the way forward because I'm going to try to get that cattle panel or hog panel, whatever you want to call it, slid on there so we can get that up to the house in this trip as well. Chains are all on. We're ready to roll, with the exception of the ramps, but they're both dug into the gravel. You guys have seen us do this before, but if the ramp is kind of stuck like that, all you got to do is pull forward just a little bit. It kicks it up, and then you can just throw them up real easy. Got a strap on that cattle panel, that'll ride just fine. The posts are in the back of the truck. Let's head up to the house. How are you?
I'm fit as a fiddle, as long as I'm not sneezing. I got something for you at the house.
Oh yeah? I see you got your old side-by-side back. So we made it up to the house, clearly, in case you didn't notice, right here where that tree was. We're gonna be packing a bunch of dirt from down by the pond up to here to build this up so we can build a little bit nicer chicken coop and a goat barn. We're gonna try to get some goats this summer. We're gonna try to fence the field in and get some area fenced in and get some goats this summer. That's part of the goals of things we wanna get done. And this time of year, when the equipment becomes available, that's the project you work on. Mike's got everything out on the job almost every day this time of year. That was sitting down at the lot, and I said, can I use it this weekend? He said yes. So that's what we're working on this weekend. But you won't see a video on that for a while. I'm gonna try to do a start to finish on that barn as far as getting it leveled up and getting the barn built. So it may be a couple months until that video actually comes out, because I want to get the whole thing in there. Anyway, that's it for this video. I mean, random, all over the place, just a little bit of everything, but that's kind of what we do. I mean, that's kind of part of working part-time for an excavation company. On your days off from your full-time career, you just do all the random things that he doesn't have time for. So I enjoyed it. I had a great day. I hope you guys had a good time watching. I'm gonna get this down back to the lot. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.